In a bustling city, there lived a young and successful Christian woman named Clara. She had a thriving career in finance, a beautiful apartment, and a close-knit circle of friends who shared her faith. Clara was passionate about serving the Lord and often volunteered at her church, helping the youth group and organizing charity events. Her life seemed perfect, that is, until she met Adrian. Adrian was charming, well-spoken, and appeared to be the kind of man Clara had been praying for. He was a devout Christian, he said. He spoke of God's word with such passion that Clara felt a deep connection with him. His life seemed perfectly aligned with hers. He was kind-hearted, shared her love for the Lord, and had a successful job at a reputable firm. They met at church during a weekend retreat. Adrian's smile was warm, and his confidence made Clara feel special. He would often surprise her with thoughtful gifts or kind words, praising her faith and character. The other ladies at church noticed his attentiveness to Clara, and some even said, "He seems like a man of God." In no time, Clara was swept off her feet. She admired how deeply Adrian talked about God's will and how he seemed so committed to his faith. Every Sunday, they would sit together at church, holding hands and exchanging smiles as the pastor spoke. The romance felt like a fairy tale. However, things began to take an odd turn. Clara noticed that Adrian started pressuring her for an engagement, even though they hadn't been dating for long. At first, she brushed it off. Maybe he's just eager, she thought. But soon, she started to sense something was off. Adrian began suggesting that they skip premarital counseling, and when Clara insisted on getting to know him better before making such a serious commitment, he would become defensive, even angry. Clara was torn. She trusted him, but a growing sense of unease lingered in her heart. One evening, while Clara was sitting at her desk at work, she received an unexpected message from a woman named Sophia. The message was short and to the point. "Adrian isn't who he says he is. Be careful." Clara's heart skipped a beat. Who was this person? And what did she mean by this? Her mind raced, and she tried to ignore the feeling of dread creeping up on her. She decided to call Adrian and confront him. "Adrian, I received a strange message today," Clara began, her voice trembling. "What does it mean that you're not who you say you are?" Adrian laughed it off, his voice smooth and reassuring. "Oh, Clara, don't listen to rumors. People can get jealous, and sometimes they say things that aren't true." But Clara couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. She decided to take a step back and do some research. The more she dug into Adrian's past, the more discrepancies she found. His job,